Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Craig and Stevie are with us, as is Robbo. Did you hear about Robbo's story in New York?
No.
He got a car to take him 200 yards from the hotel door to the studio door.
I didn't get the car.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Diva behaviour from Stewart Robson.
I didn't book it.
In my estimate.
I had no idea how far it was. I didn't book it, and a car turned up, and it kept on ringing me while the show was going on. I'm outside, so then I thought I can't just walk off and just let him do nothing. So I got in the car, and Alexis got in with me because it was raining.
Oh, there you
was
are. Was it
worried about her hair.
200 yards, Robert? Did you have a nice time in New York? Oh, there he is, look.
Yeah. Look, I had to put my bags in there, didn't I? You know, I couldn't carry my bags. Somebody else does that, don't they? You know, I gave him $30 for a 200-yard journey. There we are.
Oh,
otherwise, it was a waste of his time.
Somebody, the company paid for it.
Yeah, they may well have done, but 200 yards.
Oh, but you had a nice time? You enjoyed yourself?
I had a very nice time.
Good, good
Thank you
stuff.
very much, yes.
What do you think, Mark, with a tip to the driver?
Nobody knows who that is.
All right, brilliant.
Fair enough. Robbo.
Move on.
Robbo, you're always so eloquent and polished. How much did you actually swear on the pitch? Hard to imagine you shouting, dearie me, in a tackle.
I've got to say, I was booked a lot of times, but never for abusive language or having a go at the referee. It was always for aggressive play, I would say.
Okay.
Do I swear? Yes, I swear occasionally, but not as the bad language that you usually have when I.
No, I don't know, Robbo.
I've seen you had a couple of drinks.
I've seen you get a bit angry at certain events that we've.
But I have sworn. Yes, I did swear once, didn't I?
Yes.
When I couldn't get on air.
Somebody at this table uses very bad language. Not me. I do use them. So, a lot of the guys say to me, "How come you never sworn live on TV?" I was trying not to, obviously.
No.
But yeah,
No. Jan's the king of it.
Nah, it's very.
Well, because it's the second language.
It's not. No.
That's all right.
You get very. You use.
Jan, who's more joyful?
Colourful.
Who's more joyful? Oh, sorry, Dan. Who's more joyful among Craig, Robbo, and Mark? Oggie's been getting some stick.
Oh, he has been getting some
Deservedly
stick,
so.
yeah. Oh.
He was in the studio a couple of days ago, and he just.
What, in New York or here?
No, here.
New York.
He was in
Oh,
the
here?
studio. Yeah, he was here.
He does like a moan. I've got to say, Oggy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't quite have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he denies it. He says, "No, I'm quite a happy bloke, really."
No, he's good company.
Did he go out?
He's a good
Yeah,
company.
he went out one night. He was very good,
In Bristol?
and he had to buy a tie to come on the show.
Why?
Well, because he hasn't got one.
Why do you have to wear a
use
tie?
one of
Who
his.
did that?
Well, because we all had ties in.
What, for Gareth Bale? You got to put a tie on.
No, for all of the shows, we had ties. Because
Was
Ali
that-
wears a tie, Shaka wears. I haven't got a tie today, but I wore a tie, and Oggy felt
Was
out
that
of place.
production call?
I think so. So
Wow.
Oggy went and bought himself a tie.
That was like.
we haven't worn a
That was like the. What happens is busy people get involved.
Oh, busy.
It was like the Clásico in Barcelona, right? Barcelona, Real Madrid. We gets there, we do all these shows, and then we're doing the main game, and him and I came down. I've got, something similar.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He's got an open neck
Yeah,
shirt,
yeah.
jacket. Luis Garcia and Maka come down as if they're going to meet.
Ascot?
They're going to a wedding. Maka gets halfway down the stairs, looks at me and goes, "Bloody hell, what's that? I was told it was shirt and tie." I went, "Who told you that?" Well, busy people. I've got nothing, sitting in an office, they got nothing better to do. They send emails around saying, "Do remember, you're representing the company, and you have to wear a shirt and tie."
Remember that game lasted, the first game of La Liga, when I was in Valencia?
Oh, you were so
Oh
hot.
my! And we had to, because we had to do pieces of camera. We were told we had to wear a shirt and tie.
Wow.
Me and Darky.
Wow.
Where were you?
And you haven't got a tie
Valencia.
today? Are you just decided?
I left it in the hotel. I put it down to do something and didn't pick it back up
Oh,
again.
I suppose you didn't get a car to go back and get it.
Ignore them. Ignore.
Craig, how do you think you would have handled being a player in this current Chelsea dressing room with its constant influx of new signings?
That's all right. Somebody else do.
He was a big part of the old Chelsea thing when they used to say new player. Ooh, did we give him a bad time?
That's
good
it.
time?
You having to go at the old Chelsea.
The old Chelsea.
regime.
That's probably what we were talking about. Probably when, well, I know
I was only a
when
youngster.
Terry and Lampard and people like that were in charge of the club.
Oh, I was long gone then.
Well, new player comes in, we'll give him a hard time.
Blackballing people and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, LeBouf coming in, oh, he's here now.
Yeah.
What were you like at Liverpool when new players came in?
I'll just try and wind people up, figure them out, see
Right.
what
Standard.
gets them. Usual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but fresh meat, always good.
Did anybody come in literally to take your place? You know, there's the position that I play in.
Yeah, Robbie Musto.
Robbie Mustard took his number.
What?
He spotted,
Where at?
He sat on your chair as well, didn't he?
You know this story. He came in at Derby. John Gregory was bringing him in, but he wasn't bringing him in because he promised Musty the earth. So I comes back pre-season training. I walks into the old training ground at Derby, and there was Musty sat with my number 8 training kit on. Oh. And I've gone, what are you doing? You know what Musty's like. Dog serious, isn't he? I've gone, what are you doing? He went, what do you mean? I went, that's my number. He went, I got told to put it on. I went, get it off. Get it off, I'm still, I went, you're all right. But he came in because they were trying to get rid of me.
Yeah.
So he had...
You got on well with John Gregory, didn't you, the manager?
Well, you know, I'm not one to dredge things up, so
Did he try and get you to play with a broken leg?
I'm
I think
sure-
that, isn't that true?
Hold on, let me get comfy. Here we go.
No, what I'll tell you is,
You have to later, Dan.
I am not going to sit here and say anything bad about John Gregory. I'll tell you why. Because if you asked John Gregory the same thing, he'd probably say something about me. So,
there you go.
It's a two-way street.
Did Stevie, Craig or Robbo ever go on holiday with a physio in order to stay in shape?
Not on holiday.
No.
No.
I went on holiday with a programme that I did when I was on holiday, and given to me by our physio, Alan Watson.
Right.
Every summer, I used to go away. I used to go to this clinic anyway, but then he'd say, right, while you're away for 2 weeks, I want you to do this, this, this and this.
Okay.
And that's what I did.
Did you have any sort of programme when you went away?
Yeah, I want you to drink this, this and this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. What about you? Did you have a programme of any sort?
Grab.
Oh yeah, not on holiday though. I went a rehab with Alan Watson after an Achilles operation once. He came running. He used to actually come running with me.
Right.
Fit guy. But so yeah, he'd give you a programme, but I never took one on holiday. When I went on holiday,
That was it. Just time for a bit of me time, relax.
I was on holiday,
Yeah.
get a bit, get a suntan.
Get vitamin D in you.
Yeah, it's different when you're injured. When you're injured, you realise you've got to do stuff.
Right.
But normally, it's one of them.
But I tell you what, going back to we were talking about Bellingham on the main show, putting his operation off to play in this silly Club World Cup, which is going to impact his start of the season. When I did my Achilles, I needed it. It wasn't badly, it wasn't rupturing, but it needed surgery. I couldn't get it done quick enough, and Alan Watson arranged this plastic surgeon for me. That was going to. So I was trying to find the best person in the country, and I was on holiday in Portugal for a week with the family, and it was like as soon as I could get in, bosh, back. There was none of this. Oh, I'm going to be here for another couple of weeks. Can the surgeon do it? As if these guys have got nothing better to do. You're going to get in, get it done, and get ready for the season.
Well, this surgeon can have done the when you were under as well.
Well, this physio.
Oh, actually, no, he did. This is the better version of the nose. Hey, actually, I woke up and I went, oh my God, what? My Achilles is sore, and my nose is like, what's up?
What was it like the day? No one's going to give a good answer. What was it like the day your club gave you your first team contract after coming up from the academy? Any moment from that day that really stuck with you?
Yeah, the wages were crap.
Oh, right, yes, good. Yeah. Emotional?
The first one. So I'd been an apprentice and I got in the first team.
Okay.
And and then they sort of upped the money as the first year. And the second year, now it's big. I've played 60 games, I'm the 21 captain, whatever. So now's the big contract. And I go in with Dad and we're gonna try and get as much money as we can. And we set our mind on a figure for a week. We're not going to drop below that. We met Ken Fryer and Terry Neal, and they looked at us and they said, well, I think, if you're okay with it, we're going to start you off with this. And it was £300 more than we were going to say was our cut-off point. So we looked at each other. Well, how are we going to argue this one then? Because that was our argument for this figure.
So you didn't bluff it and
we
double
didn't
it?
really. No, we went, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
It must have been weird for you because you joined Chelsea at 16. And I imagine at the end of every, I don't know what the time period was, people get kept or dropped. That must have been a scary time for you going into the office to find out whether or not you
What do you
were
mean,
staying.
as a youngster?
Yeah, because obviously they're going to say, look, we're going to continue with you or we're going to let you go.
I think you get a good gauge.
You know,
Oh, really?
You probably know, aye.
So you have an idea before you go in there.
And yeah, there was a bunch of guys at that point. Generally, and if you went to England, most of the apprentices between the age of 16 and 18 on what we called a YTS, a youth training scheme, was basically the government were paying, and the club wasn't paying you; it was the government.
Okay.
And it was peanuts. I mean, like back in
£20 a week.
Back in the '87, when I went to Chelsea in '87, it was £28 a week, so just over 100 a month. I know, and 35 the second year. So, but most of the kids that were in that youth team, and the same at Liverpool and the rest of the clubs, and we played in the South East counties, which was, we only played against West Ham and Arsenal and Tottenham and these teams, but most of them were Irish, Welsh, English and Scottish. There really wasn't anybody from Central Europe, because kids really stayed in their own countries then. And most of these kids, most of the youngsters with me, you kind of knew. So, you know, Jason Cundy's probably got a contract, Frank Sinclair's going to get one, Eddie's going to get one, I'm going to get one, you know, a couple of other lads. And then you looked at the ones that were on the fringes that maybe played in the youth team but not regular.
Okay.
And they would all go into the office and, you know, a lot of them would come back out crying because basically they were picking their boots up. They were going back to their digs because you lived with families.
That was it.
Getting the bags and they were getting on a train to go back to Cardiff or go back to a flight back to Ireland. And that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as before you know it, you're at one of these big clubs and you're cleaning the boots, and the next thing you know, where'd that go?
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of these youngsters, when it does happen to them, bosh. Now,
That's why they've tried to improve that now, haven't they?
some of them come and
Have another go.
and go again.
Yeah.
I would say the majority.
Of course.
The chin hits the floor,
That's your dream.
and they go back to their home.
And never play football again. Some never play football again.
Lost.
Did you have similar experiences, Steve?
No, not at all. I was part-time with here, I was unemployed.
Right.
Get in a car one day, go to training, was told I was going down to Liverpool. Following day, I got in the car. I wasn't even involved in negotiations. I sat outside the room. There was my manager, Willie McLean at the time, Bob Paisley, Robinson and the chairman. I was sat outside with a cup of tea. And
You
then
must have known you were a pretty good player playing for Ayr at the time.
Yeah, but he didn't
honestly,
go through the apprenticeship.
I didn't go through the academies or anything like that. Just I went to the boys' club and then reserves, but it was part-time.
Right.
And so, and then they finished after about half an hour. Came out and Wally said, right, you're getting that. And by the way, they're going to take you to your digs. That was it. Wow. Some old geezer came top. It was Tom Saunders actually. No, it wasn't an old geezer. Tom Saunders said to me, right, we've got digs for you next door, and that was it. So one night I was getting on the bus, going to training, and then 2 days later I was in digs in Liverpool and I was playing for Liverpool.
Final question. This guy's got a bit too much time on his hands. Strolling down memory lane, looking at Stevie's old tweets from when he was still on the app.
What time were they though?
This one should be framed in the Smithsonian. I haven't seen this. What is this? Does DeChambeau caddy have a degree in Pythagoras?
Oh dear.
That was 6:06.
What were you saying?
I have no idea. Well, DeChambeau is like...
It's not the easiest to spell, but you've had a bash at it.
Is he a golfer?
Aye.
Aye, okay.
DeChambeau's a guy
Caddy's, I suppose, the clue, isn't it?
DeChambeau is one of those guys who does everything scientifically. It's not like he's got an ordinary swing and this and that. It's all manufactured.
What's all that?
Well, that's a swing. That's a nice fluent swing. So he's one of these guys who does everything scientifically.
Yeah.
He's got his clubs made for a certain way. I mean, just everything he does is not by chance. And so that's why I was saying...
What a boring way to end extra time.
Imagine being his caddy. You're dealing with this guy. You'd have to be
how he missed
a
those
genius.
insights, Stevie, on Twitter.
Yeah, that was probably about the latest I would tell anybody to look at any of my tweets. And then after that,
Are you still on Twitter or X, as it's called?
I'm on nothing, no chance.
No, YouTube.
Yeah, that's it.
On YouTube.
That is it. That brings us to the end of today's show then. Thank you very much for joining us. Robbo's last day with us tomorrow.
It is.
You got anything planned for us?
Not really, no. What have you got planned?
I don't know. You could bring in a nice surprise, a thank you for looking after you all this time.
Well, I don't think you have looked after me, really, have you?
Well, there we go.
Make sure you wear a tie.
I will do next time.
That's it then. Goodbye.